This just in, Bette Midler may be an istophobe or a champion of women's rights, depending on how you look at it.
That's Bette Midler.
I am Mecca. Happy 4th of July. If you don't celebrate 4th of July, then you're in another country, or should be. I guess. Is that istophobic too? Because that just means you should be celebrating whatever day you, in your part of the world, is celebrate. I don't care. Anywho, have a fun time today regardless. We gotta talk a little bit about celebrity cancellations. I think Bette's next on the chopping block. Let's take a look-see. Here's her tweet. Women of the world, hey, that's one of me, I'm a whammon. We are being stripped of our rights over our bodies, our lives, and even our name. Really, they don't call us women anymore, they call us birthing people, or menstruators, and even people with vahoo-has. Don't let them erase you too. Every human on earth owes you. What do they owe me? If you guys do feel like you wanna drop something my way, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, do the things, bells and whistles, and the drop the NPR or the victimus here.
For far too long, too many have been watching content for free and not opening up their wallets in support of this channel. Did the communists win? I don't think so. Only communists watch content for free. Don't be a communist.
Hey, old pal Victimus here. Hey, why you listening to this guy? I mean, he's a lizard person. He literally eats babies, alright?
I will eat your ass!
Hey, these galactic grifters are really something, you know? Hey, you know how you get the best content out there? By liking, subscribing, and if you happen to be one of those rich.com billionaire types, by throwing a few bucks at a super chat every now and then. Hey, in this economy, nobody's got money to throw at lizard people, alright? Hey, take it from me. You'll click that like button if you know what's good for you, alright? Alright, I gotta go. Take care of your mama.
Yeah, what the guy says. And, wow, this is not a very expected take from Bette Midler. Usually she's pretty progressive. Usually she's pretty up the alphabet rights butt. And, you know, why wouldn't she be? She's one of those entertainers that has quite a following of that side of the crowd of the aisle.
Oh my.
Which is fine, you know, everybody has the right to their own entertainers and their own celebrities. However, you see right here, don't fall for the anti-union nonsense. There's a small percentage of it's all because not only women menstruate and give birth or have a hoo-has, trans men do all these things, as do non-binary,
I see.
Whoa.
I don't know what side of the aisle is correct on this one, because myself personally, I also want to be the quote-unquote better person and be accepting of the trans community, because I have no idea what it's like to be inside of somebody's, or inside a different body, I suppose. I wouldn't know. I don't know what they're going through, but I do know my experiences, and I do know that Bette Midler is a transphobe or something. Is this one of mine? This one of mine. I responded to her, though. I did respond to her. Is it gonna hide it? Heck, I can't even compete when women with, you know, the dangly bits get special priorities. It's like the patriarchy all over again.
I see.
Whoa.
And now they're all rights activists people for the pronoun people, which is hilarious. It's hilarious. The pronoun stuff is hilarious, and we all know it. I think we're adult enough that we can say sometimes when you have the he, her, they, them, she, we, doll, it, they, people pronoun things,
I'm a deer.
it's kind of funny to rip on every now and then. And we don't mean it to be anti people who are of different bodies in different I don't know. All I know is I'm not jumping on the protect the kids thing, and that's where we're at. Watch my pronoun reveal. Speaking of funny things to riff on is the pronouns, because I like laughing at the world. But this is like one of those weird things. Did the decision of the stupid Supreme Court crap, which I don't even want to talk about, because we know how many people rail on me for that one. And you know what I say? Go watch a Dose of Buckley's video on that. If you want the greatest part of why you should be on my side of the aisle, but then again, my side of the aisle doesn't tolerate crap from people. So when I see this, though, is this actually Istophobic? I don't think so. I think that yes, at some point, a lot of people are going to be, you know what? No. We can't have all this touchy-feely sensitive language. We can't be walking on eggshells around every single person on the planet. And if I've been taking too many shots at the people on the right lately, I'm sorry, but you guys have been the ones who've been acting up lately. So when people like Bette Midler, we'll take shots at her too. Don't you worry about that one. Don't worry. This is what I see, though, is like the world has gone so nuts that no matter what you say or do, you're going to get piled on by the group of people who are going to take offense that you're not 100% in lockstep agreement with every little thing they say.
Don't pile on the rabbit, don't pile on the rabbit.
And both sides of the aisle do that, and you guys know it. Or else you wouldn't be watching my channel. The people who don't know that kind of effed off and are doing their own little thing, and more power to them. However, Bette Midler, let's just listen to some of the ringing triggered audio in the comment section. Don't fall for it. It's panic fake nonsense known as erasing women if you smell hair. The Lancet referred to women are bodies with vaginas as not a few small healthcare cases. With all due respect, trans-inclusive language doesn't take anything away from us. I don't know. I don't know if it takes anything away from me specifically. I don't know if it takes anything away from me specifically. I do know that it awfully feels like I'm trying to keep up with a game of mental gymnastics for a cult I chose not to join in the first place. That's what it feels like, in my opinion. That anytime somebody comes in and says, no, now you gotta say this one, now you gotta say this one, and gives you zero time to adjust your language, your thinking, to adjust your lifestyle, and says now you are immediately the enemy if you don't 100% conform and adjust accordingly immediately, or else, like in the case of Ellen Page becoming Elliot Page. For example, anybody who wasn't on board immediately with correct pronouns and names and everything, what happens if Elliot Page decides to change their name and their pronouns in the middle of the night without telling anybody? And then you refer to them as Elliot Page instead of whatever new name they've made up for about a split second in their head before they go back to being Elliot Page or go on to the next thing. That is what I wonder. That is one of the things that in questions that I have that really makes me laugh at the world, you know? It makes me want to shoot off some fireworks and have some fun and maybe go out to the Las Vegas Strip tonight and see what kind of fun is going on out there. I don't know. I might live stream from there if I can.
Celebrate the independence of your nation by blowing up a small part of it.
Why do you want to be included? I'm an old school trans man. Let's see what this person says. I've had female reproductive organs removed because in my mind I was male. I have GD, I'm not ashamed of it. Worst thing I can think of is being included. That's why we transition. Oh, that's an interesting take on it. Sometimes I like hearing this. Really disappointed in this as a trans man and a Bette Midler fan. She does have a very gay audience.
Oh my.
I am going to say that. I was trying to tiptoe. She's got a big gay following.
Oh
this
my.
is why I kind of keep an eye on what she says sometimes. Including trans men in the conversation about reproductive health does not harm women. We have the same organs and greater vulnerability as cis women. Is this a case of now I'm just curious, do some people choose not to say it seal the deal, I guess? Do some people choose to keep their original body parts? Is that somehow cheating if they choose to? Because I know that there's some instances where some transitional operations and things are not approved, and it really breaks people's hearts. And then you have some people, does that hurt people who really genuinely want to have their body match their physical? And I know people are like, you're hitting this so much lately because this is really the only thing that's coming up that I'm like kind of interested in. So sorry I'm hitting it so much with a lot of the quote unquote, but we're coming off the end of June and we're heading into the Ultra MAGA month, so I'm sure the Ultra MAGAs will do something funny and hilarious to rip into, as well as the far left leaning celebrities and that stuff. So don't fall for this word game nonsense. Trans people want the same rights you do. Imagine saying mate to the iconic Bette Midler like that.
That's Bette Midler.
People who can give birth includes me, a non-binary person. I'm assuming doesn't include you, a post-menopausal cis woman. So do you want our help or not? Do you want allies or not? If people who can give birth were referred to as only quote-unquote women, it would include you and exclude me incorrectly. It does not harm you to be inclusive. Does it though? Because what if you're somebody who's proud to be a woman? Isn't that insulting to all the trans women who have transitioned and want to be included as, no. We want to be called women too. We want to be called women. We don't want to be called birthing people. We don't want to be called any of this other stuff, even if they do have male organs and body parts still. Because they're out there too. They just might not be as vocal. They might not be as able to be vocal because of the mob mentality. Did we ever think of that? Wow, I feel like I'm doing actual important questions here. Here we go. But remember a couple of months ago when you shared this, are you saying you've changed your opinion on trans people since then? Here, so I've got you an email, that's not a mistake. I've got maybe with email, it's not a mistake. Saying any different is just insulting a perfect creator. Read your word. God made you a brunette, yet now you're blonde. God gave you bad vision, yet you fixed it with glasses. God gave you crooked teeth, yet you straightened them. Trans people can change the outside to match the inside, just like you two. Sit down, Jesus said to.
Do not listen to the Bette Midler Twitter account. It is being run by the Galactic World Order to try and socially condition you into joining the Rainbow Mafia. The real Bette is in there somewhere. She's in fact an old Jewish Republican woman. This is a cry for help. Take it from me or I will eat your ass. Ah!
The language is reflective of the reality that not cisgender women menstruate. How about this? Why are we talking so much about it? Why is this? This is another question I have. Why is this? This is not going to be something that's settled. Everybody's going to disagree on this. It's not just so much understanding and involving the terminology, but when terminology is changing so fast that even people who are of that side of the aisle, of that inclusive blah 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 blah, are getting cornered and ratioed, and because she's going to release a statement like, I'm sorry, I wouldn't mean to be exclusive of the trans. Let's see what she said. Does she have another, she's attacking, see, she's on the right side of the aisle because she's attacking the right side of the people, right? Is that what she's saying?
Yep.
Is the Bette Midler account just a bot account? Because you have talking points, political, but then you get a random wrong one. You get like a random wrong one here. So did they, whoever controls all of the blue check marks on Twitter who aren't actually, because every time you see one of these blue check marks and they never actually respond, they just go off with some random propaganda, political statement, opinion. It's always the same type of crap. It's always the same people. It's always the same a-holes like Rob Reiner and all the same talking points over and over again. Like the Seth MacFarlane bot one is on the climate stuff. The Bette Midler one is now on the anti-conservative thing and has been stuck on that for years. But then you get a random, actual genuine opinion like this, Women of the World. Is this going to be claimed as, no, my account was hacked? Is she going to erase it? Is she going to apologize for it? I will keep you guys posted and let you know. I am Mecca. Happy 4th of July. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
That's Bette Midler.
No, yeah, Bette Midler.